Hey guys, Yana Speaks here, and in this video, I am doing a reading on what is currently blocking your blessings. Now, this is a pick a card reading. I'm going to explain how this whole entire thing works. Okay, so what I want you to do is you see, as you can see right here, right? There are four numbers here, right? I want you to pick the number that really jumps up at you, okay? Now, let's say there's two numbers that are jumping up at you. That's okay. Pick those two numbers because maybe you have to hear multiple messages from your spirit guides, okay? Now, after you pick these two numbers or one number, what I want you to do is go to the description of this video. There is a timestamp, right? Now, in that timestamp is going to tell you when your reading starts. So you don't have to watch this whole entire thing because I know you guys have something else to do or whatever, right? You don't want to watch this whole entire thing. All right. So now that I explained how that works, I want to let you know who I am. My name is Yana Speaks. I'm a psychic, tarot reader, empath, but most importantly, I'm a healer, and I help women and men to remove blockages in love and in life in general. All right. Now let's get started. All right. So if you picked one, this is your reading. All right. So I already picked out everything. I have everything to the side of me and I'm just looking at it. And okay, so for anyone who picked one, we are starting off with the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So what is currently blocking your blessings at this moment is that you guys are having a tough time being logical. You are having a tough time not wearing your heart on your sleeve. You are having a tough time using wisdom at this point. Sometimes when we love someone or when we care about people, logic just gets thrown out of the window. We don't think logically, we think with our heart. And when we do that, it ruins it for us in the end. And I'm sensing that you guys know that. It's like I'm sensing you're not stupid. You're very intelligent. You know that something is not right. You know that you're being done the wrong way. But because you care for this person, it's like you're ignoring it. I don't want to say ignoring it, but you're choosing to not really make a decision. Okay? I'm seeing you needing to speak your truth though. I'm also sensing some of you kind of are hesitating to speak your truth because you're like, would it be wise for me to do that? Because sometimes when we tell the truth, it's not that we're being nasty or being rude, it's that sometimes people just don't like the truth. But there's some type of truth that you need to speak to this person or even people around you, and you're kind of holding back because you think that that's the logical thing to do, and you feel like it is the best thing to do. You feel like it's the wisest thing for you to do. But what it's doing is it's actually having you in defense mode. Because you're taking on the energy of the Seven of Wands. So you're very defensive. You know, you want to stand your ground, and you may even kind of be like coming off defensive towards people. It might even like kind of coming off kind of like you're biting people's heads off, and it's because there's some type of truth that you need to express, but I feel like you're not expressing it because you just feel like if I express the truth, they can't handle it. Okay? I'm also pulling that what's also blocking your blessings is there's some sort of deception around you. We have the Seven of Swords here. This is some sort of deception. So this could be people stealing from you. This could be people lying to you. This could be people just being sneaky. A lot of trickery being done around you. This could also be your energy as well. But this is just the energy of being deceptive. Okay, so I'm really sensing you have deceptive people around you. We also have a Chariot here. So I'm seeing a couple of things with that as well. Some of you may be feeling like people are forcing you to do things that you don't want to do. And when I say forcing, meaning like for some of you, you could be like in a relationship and could be feeling like this person's trying to force it to work when it's not working. This could be you feeling like you're trying to force it to work when it's not working. But what I'm also seeing here is some of you are just wanting to kind of charge forward and kind of get away from this situation. You may even be wanting to charge forward at the person, or you may be feeling like the person trying to charge forward at you, and that's why you could be deceptive. I'm seeing some of you having problems with your car as well. But the good thing here is that we do have the world. So with the world, this lets me know that you are coming to completion. You're coming to the ending of a cycle, a very difficult cycle, and you're walking into a new one. That's why I kind of feel like a lot of you are trying to charge forward. It could also be a lot of you feeling like this person may have had their own agenda, like their own goal in mind when it came to you, like they were trying to get to point A or point B, or that could be you trying to get to point A to point B, like trying to charge forward and get away from this person or these people around you that have you in this negative energy. Okay, so I just feel like a lot of you just have the wrong people around you, and it's just not for your higher good. So now I'm asking your spirit guides what you need to do to remove your blockages. And what's very interesting here is we have the Chariot once again. So I'm feeling like you guys really, really need to move on with the Six of Swords. Some of you may need to actually move, like physically move, but a lot of you just need to move on. You need to go to calmer waters, go to a place of peace. It's not going to be an easy transition. It's going to be an emotional one, but it's definitely necessary, because I just feel like you guys are around the wrong people. I feel like you're around negative people, people who are lying to you, sneaky, just deceptive people. We have the moon here as well. With the moon, all about people hiding secrets, things that you're unaware of, things that are hidden. It's almost like you may be dealing with someone who seems like a mystery, but something that just doesn't feel right about them. You don't quite trust them. But I just sense that you have a lot of people around you that's just not being like 100% honest with you. And it's bringing you a lot of anxiety with the Nine of Swords. Sometimes you may even have sleepless nights, insomnia. But this is really, really stressing you guys out. A lot of you really need to physically move. And I feel like once you do this, like I said, the transition with the Seven of Pentacles being here, it won't be easy. You may even feel like financially you're like not in a position to be able to fully move. You may be like waiting on some type of money to be able to move, or it could be like once you move, it's not like things are going to be bad, but you're going to feel a little tested, like almost like you're waiting for things to work in your favor, waiting for your ultimate happiness. But I feel like a lot of you may just be waiting on something to be able to actually do this move. And like I said, some of you need to physically move, some of you need to just get these people out of your life, like move away from them. It doesn't necessarily mean like moving to another state or another country, but just kind of like removing them from your life. And I feel like once you do this, once you go through this difficult period in your life, and we have a lot of sevens here, so like I said, you guys are coming to a completion. It's the end of a tough cycle for you guys, but once you finish out this cycle, we are ending it with the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands, this lets me know that you're going to have victory, you're going to have success, you're going to be happy, you're going to be able to, build a home, and have marriage and have children and be successful in work, and just creating a home that you're happy to be in, and something that you built. So in the end, for anyone who picked one, you are going to be just fine. All right, so I want to get into the people who picked the number 2. Okay, so if you picked number 2, these are the things that are blocking your blessings. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple of things here. What's blocking your blessings is, I think you guys are in some type of situation where someone may be juggling you and another person. We do have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles here. I'm sorry, and the Lovers. So it could be you may be juggling 2 people, or this person could be juggling 2 people, including you and someone else. Or it could be that you're in a situation where, because that's just one half, right? This could apply to a small set of you, but for the other half of you, what I'm also seeing here is that you may be dealing with someone that you feel like you guys have a mutual connection, but I feel like this person may not feel necessarily that way. This person could be very like up and down with you. Like one second you feel like they're totally into you, and then the next second you kind of feel like they're not. It's like their feelings are just very like, it's like a juggling act. It's like one second, they're consistent, the next second they're not. And one second they seem like they care, next second they don't. So I feel like the problem is that you guys tend to attract people that you think you have a mutual connection with or a mutual love and bond with, but they don't necessarily feel the same way about you. And that's definitely blocking your blessings, is your inability to create relationships where the person makes you a priority and makes you number one. It's like they try to balance you and other people, or their emotions is like just a juggling act, which is not cool. You want to build connections with people where they feel the same way that you feel about them. I'm also seeing a lot of anxiety around this. Okay, some of you may suffer from some type of anxiety disorder. I'm seeing like sleepless nights, a lot of insomnia, just really in your head about this. Okay, and this definitely has you in self-protection mode. We have the Four of Pentacles here, so it's like you're wanting to protect yourself. You're almost afraid to just invest in like friendships and relationships, even like afraid to invest maybe even in your career, because you may feel like the partnerships that you build with people are just never solid. You may feel like you never get what you put out to people. It's just like it's like, I'm just sensing, and when I'm feeling intuitively, it's like you're a very good person to be friends with, or a person to be in a relationship with, because you give your all. But like, it's like you just attract people who don't give you nearly what you give them. You know what I mean? It's just very like up and down. For some of you, what's also blocking your blessings is that your inability to juggle multiple things. Maybe you have a problem with multitasking. That could be another thing that's blocking your blessings. But I feel like it's something to do with anxiety. So definitely recommend seeking some help, some help when it comes to that. But it looks like you are having a new start in finances, which really looks really good. It looks like you are working towards fixing your stability, trying to maybe start a new job, also trying to maybe start a new business opportunity, maybe like want to open up a business, become an entrepreneur. But it looks like you are trying to start something new that's going to help you with your stability. But the problem is, with this Four of Pentacles being here and with the Nine of Swords being here, you are scared. You are in self-protection mode. You are afraid to invest. So if you are starting a new business opportunity, you need to not be afraid to invest in yourself, because if you continue to be afraid to invest in yourself, it's not going to work in your favor. Same thing if you're trying to like look for a new position at a job or something like that. You need to heavily invest in that as well. I just feel like you're afraid. You're very scared. Another thing I feel like that's blocking your blessings is that you don't have enough confidence in yourself. We do have the Queen of Wands here. So you need to trust that you have what it takes to manifest whatever you want. But I feel like the reason why your confidence and your self-esteem is shot is because of the people that you attract. It's like, because you don't build solid connections with people, it's almost like you're kind of thinking something's wrong with you. That's what I'm seeing here. So the connection that you build with people is really, really blocking your blessings. It's really like making you get in your head. But you need to come out of that space, okay? All right, so now let's talk about how you can remove these blockages, okay? So we have the Five of Wands here. The Five of Wands tells me you are fighting with people. I'm really heavily seeing that it's the people around you blocking your blessings. You may be finding yourself just constantly fighting with people, but this could also be you fighting with yourself. But I feel like you're constantly fighting with other people, okay? I feel like your energy at times can be up and down. I feel like you may even be dealing with someone who is very inconsistent, someone who, you have a good time with, and then, they're here for 1 second and then they're out the next second. They're the type of person that they don't stick around for super long. They don't like to be in one place. They like to be all over the place. They're gone. Like, see if it'll want to. It's like as fast as they come in is as fast as they go. And I feel like you really care about this person, but you just feel like, dang, what the hell? Like, you're just here and now you're gone again. I guess I'm here to deal with this all by myself. I just feel like once again, you're constantly giving yourself to people and you're not getting back what you're giving. Okay. And your spirit guides want you to make a decision. We have judgment here. You need to make a final decision. You need to make a judgment call. You need to weigh the pros and the cons of dealing with these people that don't give you nearly what you want and what you give them. And the decision that you need to make is just keep it moving. Like, you cannot allow people to treat you this way. And then the final card we have here is the Sun. Now, the Sun is a great card because it talks about clarity. Okay, thinking clearly, gaining wisdom, gaining peace. It's actually my favorite card because it just talks about just like the ultimate peace that you could have, the ultimate happiness. So it's like once you remove these people out of your life, you're just going to be so happy. And you're going to see that you have so much clarity. Where you were thinking like cloud, like not thinking cloudy, but where you had like a cloudy judgment, it's no longer going to be like that. You're going to start to think just clearly, and you're just going to be happy, and you're going to be really, really at peace. So don't be afraid to remove these people that no longer serve you, okay? Now, let's get into the people who picked 3. So if you picked 3, this is what's blocking your blessings, okay? So what's blocking your blessings? All right. So I'm seeing a couple of things here. I'm seeing major blockages in finances, definitely. So we have the 5 of Pentacles here, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm seeing a couple of things here. What's blocking your blessings is a lack of money. Another thing I'm seeing here is some of you may feel like you're working super, super hard, and then when you get your paycheck, you're like, this is what I'm making. Like, what am I going to do with this? For others of you, you may have invested in something, worked really, really hard at it, and you may have taken a financial hit. But what I'm seeing here strongly that's blocking your blessings is finances. Finances not being the way that they need to be, and me seeing that you guys took some type of financial hit. I'm seeing that you really, really focus heavily on another person. I feel like this person kind of distracted you from your stability in a way, because we do have the Knight of Chalices here. Now, the Knight of Chalices is the type of person that is kind of a sweet talker. They kind of like seductive. They kind of know the things to say to kind of like get you open. They may make promises that they don't necessarily keep. I'm not saying that this person is like an evil person, but they just kind of say things and they don't always live up to what they're saying. And I feel like you focus heavily on this person, probably focus on them a little bit too much, and it distracted you from your stability. It's almost like they are holding you back, okay? And I feel like you're dealing with someone who not only is like very seductive and kind of says what they think you want to hear and they know you want to hear. It's like this person's energy is kind of childish. So you may find them to be childish or a little naive. But I feel like you really, really focus heavily on this person. But it's kind of not worth it because they're distracting you. Like, they're distracting you from your money, okay? And you need to take on the Queen of Pentacles energy, which is someone who is stable, someone who's independent, someone who, you know, works hard and is all about stability and, has balance. I feel like that's the problem here. You may not know how to multitask. It's almost like when you're interested in someone, it's like career takes a backseat and you need to like know how to have both. Okay, but I do see you guys working really, really hard. Or some of you, if you're not working at the moment, you're wanting to start working, and maybe like a lack of finances is getting in the way. But I'm just seeing finances being like a major issue here. But let's get into how you can remove these blockages. Okay, so it's interesting. We have the Eight of Cups here. So honestly, to be able to remove these blockages, it's time to move on. It's time to move on from this person that is a distraction. If there's not a particular person that's a distraction to you, then it's just things that are distracting you. Okay, I feel like with the Seven of Cups here, you have a lot of options, and it's almost like, sometimes when you have too much options, you feel like you have no options. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like you have so much options, you feel like you don't have any options. You're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to turn. You're like, I could do this, I could do that, but I really don't know. It's like you're not seeing things realistically. You're kind of like in this daze, kind of like in outer space and just like daydreaming. I feel like it's also related to this person because you have so much focus on them that your judgment is very cloudy. And I feel like you need to take on the King of Swords energy, someone who is thinking logically, someone who is making realistic decisions, someone who's not, wearing their heart on their sleeves, and allowing their emotions to get the best of them, and allowing their emotions to make the decisions for them. And I feel like once you end this with this person, because we do have death here, you will go through this transformation where you start to realize that you can't let anybody distract you, and that letting people distract you is going to take away from your happiness. And like I said, it is time to end this because you're all in, but I don't feel like this person is all in. They're just a major distraction. They're affecting your money, okay? And I feel like once you let go of this person, we have Temperance here. So you'll find peace and happiness, and you'll be more balanced, because I feel like you're lacking balance here. And look at the final card. The final card is the Ten of Pentacles. That is like the best card to get when it comes to money. You're going to have a lot of money. You may even have so much money that it's like generational. You'll be able to create generational wealth. So your children will be able to benefit off of it, and their children. But you'll have everything that you want. If you look at this picture, they have all this money, then they have the dog, and then this woman is in love with this man, and they just have it all. They have the money, the children, the house, everything that we all dream of, the all-American dream. So it is time to let go of this person that is a major distraction to you, okay? Now, final reading for the people who picked 4. This is for you. If you picked 4, what is currently blocking your blessings? Okay. So what is currently blocking your blessings? We have here is the Ace of Chalices and the Queen of Chalices. So honestly, I feel like what's blocking your blessings is your emotions. You're very emotional right now. Some people may even tell you like, dude, you're super emotional. I feel like a lot of you are very sensitive. It's very interesting though, but it's not necessarily in a bad way. I feel like honestly what's blocking your blessings is love. I feel like there's someone that you're really, really in love with. We do have the King of Chalices here as well. This could be someone who is like very masculine, someone who is very aggressive, someone who takes charge of the situation, someone who may be a father, if not like a father figure, a boss. But you're really like you're I feel like you guys are really, really deeply in love, right? And I'm seeing 2 things here, because we have the Three of Pentacles and we have the Sun. You may be so deeply in love with this person because they're kind of everything that you wanted. You feel like, y'all work well together. They're like a team player. You guys, are building something strong, and they just bring you so much happiness and so much peace. It's almost like they could be distracting you from like your career and other things that you're wanting to accomplish. And then for others of you, it's like you're so emotional and so like all over the place with your emotions because you really, really love this person, but you may be feeling like they're not building with you the way that you want. You may be wanting them to like be more of a team player, and you may be feeling like, man, like why can't I get them to do this? If they would just do this, it would just make me so happy. So ultimately, I feel like your blockage is love. Now, that's not a bad thing. It's just that sometimes you don't want to be so in love with someone that it affects your money, okay? I also, I'm be honest with you guys, I feel like what may also be blocking your blessings is a third party situation. And I'm only saying that is because I have three threes here. So we have the Three of Pentacles here, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Three of Wands. So for some of you, you may be dealing with someone who is cheating. And I feel like you may be aware of that as well, and that's why you're very emotional. Person that they could be cheating on you with could be at a distance from them, or this person could be at a distance from you, or they may actively travel to go see this person. But I definitely feel like there's some type of third party interference that's blocking your blessings, and it could be that you feeling like this third person that's there is blocking you from being with the person that you really, really love. I'm also is sensing we have the Five of Pentacles here and the Two of Swords. So I feel like you may at times feel left out in the cold by this person, and you're kind of indecisive as to whether or not you should try to continue to grow with this person or you should just walk away. We also have the Hermit here. So this person could be isolating themselves from you, or you could be isolating yourselves from them. But what I'm picking up is like, what I'm picking up is like some of you need to go into isolation mode and do some soul searching, okay? So I'm seeing two stories here, right? This talks about what can remove the blockages, and what could remove the blockages if it's not a third party situation going on. It could be you needing to hang out more with your friends, you needing to socialize more. It's almost like you may be putting too much energy on this person. You may need to focus more on your finances, because I feel like since you guys are so wrapped up in this person, your career is taking a hit. Finances is really, really taking a hit. This is all about financial losses, okay? And it's like you guys know that you may need to take a break from this person and go within and basically do some soul searching, isolate yourself, but you're indecisive about it as well, okay? But in the end, that will remove your blockages if you go within, do some soul searching, hang out with your friends more, get out of this indecisive energy, because in the end you will take on the Nine of Pentacles energy. So what I honestly feel like the problem here is that you're so in love with this person that you've lost your independence. You lost your ability to think for yourself. Some of you may not feel like you're secure of being by yourself. You may feel like you need someone else to make you happy, like they need to be your source of happiness pretty much, and that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, and you'll get disappointed every time doing that. But in the end, if you really go within and do some soul searching, you will take on this Nine of Pentacles energy. So your finances will improve, you'll become more stable, but you will take on this energy of, I don't really need anybody and I'm good. So I feel like a lot of you will get to the point where you don't want to deal with this third party interference that they have. Now, some of you, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're cheating or seeing someone else. It could be family, friends interfering as well, or them paying more attention to work or their friends, and you kind of feeling neglected, okay? But in the end, if you change that, you will take on the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is someone who's stable, secure, and they don't really feel like they need anyone. You know, they're good on their own, okay? So I hope you guys found those messages important. I hope they resonated with you. If they did, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. In the comment section, you know, let me know, you know, if it resonated. It may not resonate because remember, this is a general reading. And that's why I said, you know, if you have to pick two numbers, okay? Maybe you may say, oh, that reading did not resonate. Whatever other number you were thinking about picking, try that reading, and that one probably will resonate with you. Anyways, the best way to get a reading that resonates with you is to book a private reading, because it's going to be about you and not a general reading. Sometimes I get very annoyed when it happens every so often where someone in the comment section will say, oh, this isn't my situation, or yeah, most of it resonates but this, and oh no, it's like this, and it's like, it's a general reading, it's not a private reading. I don't know. Some people just don't get it. But anyways, if you would like to book a private reading with me, all the information is in the description below. If you would like to join my free Facebook group, the information to do that is in the description below. And if you would like to join my free masterclass, the information is in the description below. And I'm going to end this reading here. Talk to you soon. Bye.